Why isn't it dropping? It must have defied gravity and broken through the atmosphere. I don't know. I didn't know you were so strong. Okay. Or they just ended up... Yeah. The shiny HIA commemorative coin is lying in an empty crate. Regardless of how it ended up in the box, it's yours now. Finders keepers.
Come on! You don't need to use that much force to flip a coin.
Yeah. Okay, let's quickly turn these in. And there. Equal exchange. Stop kicking. 25 great items. Okay, we can exchange 7. Okay, good amount. Or good stuff. I think it is preset as to what you actually get for each coin. Okay. Foamy. Let's see. Okay, it looks like that is about it around here. So, should we go take a look at Lumina Square? Or shall we get started on the Nekomata's event? Or not event, story.
Nekomata.
Okay. We'll leave Lumina Square for when the story actively sends us there. That sort of rhymes. There with Square.
Kinda.
Okay. We have been going for 2 hours now, so let's try and keep this under 3. So this is an extra stream, not a full stream. Okay. The Nekomata Agent Story Cat and Mouse Game 1 has been recorded and can be viewed in the video archive. Okay. The recommended attributes Ether, but normal, so this shouldn't be too much of a problem. Immersive storytelling. Yeah, let's go until we are out of immersive storytelling and check time then. On a day accompanied by 4-7 gales and thunderstorm alerts, with a serious look on his face, Wise asked me to meet him on the rooftop. Is that smart to meet up with such strong winds? I asked you to come to the roof because I have something to tell you. Have you seen how windy it is today? You're my family, so I think this needs your approval. It's not an answer. Well, what's your opinion of Nekomata? Wait, are the two of you... Wait, you got it wrong. I didn't kidnap Nekomata from the Cunning House to work here because I wanted the store to make more money. I'm not like that. Oh? Just let me explain. It was her idea. Be more specific. Nekomata contacted me earlier today and asked if we're hiring. She also mentioned that the Cunning Hares are not doing so hot financially. She recommended herself, saying she's eagle-eyed, efficient, hardworking, and kind. I bet she wants to work here to pay off some debts for the Cunning Hares. What a good cat. There's actually a mountain of new videotapes that need sorting. Nekomata can work through them if she comes to work for us. Eagle-eyed, efficient, hardworking, and kind. She sounds like a great fit for sorting through videotapes. Let's have her work here. I'll get the unsorted videotapes out. Before long, Nekomata arrives at the video store.
I'm here, guys! I'm ready to go!
Hello, Nekomata. Seeing as you're ready, let's not waste any time. I'll go over how we sort our videotapes, and you can get to work.
Huh? Work? Hang on a minute. Didn't you agree on a commission to take me and a client into a hollow?
Wise.
Didn't your message say Nicole wanted you to work here to pay off your debt?
That's not what I meant! I was talking about working down in the hollows. It might look like she has a bank account where a conscience should be, but Nicole has been pretty good to me.
Sorry for the misunderstanding. But seeing as we're going down into a hollow, shouldn't the rest of the Cunning Hares be here too?
I came up with this commission myself. I'm not sure how to put this. Before, I got everybody into a real pickle with vision, but Nicole still asked me to stay. Now that the cunning hairs are in the red, I think it's time for me to see what I can do!
Hustling side gigs to make ends meet while the boss can't afford to pay out wages. How admirable.
Well, ever heard of a fortune cat?
No, we do have a fortune bang boo on the counter.
And once I get back from this gig with my pay, I'm gonna make the old poker face say, Nikomata, you really are the very model of a cunning hair.
What the heck?
Okay, that was a pretty good impression of Anby.
I thought you and Anby had made up already.
It's not about making amends. It's about the competitive mindset of professionals. Being at Gentle House is a job after all. Besides,
Gentle House?
even street gangs have performance metrics these days. How about it, Faithin? I've got a lucrative commission set up. You want in?
Give me the details on this commission first.
No problem. Here's the situation. There's this company that lost a bunch of etheric resources down in a hollow. They're recruiting skilled agents and proxies to do some field surveys down there, in the hopes of one day retrieving it all.
Sounds easy enough, but field surveys aren't usually a terribly lucrative commission.
Relax. This is just the first step. Think about it. The company needed to find help on Internaut just to run some field surveys. When it comes to the official recovery later on, they'll definitely be looking for more.
Ah, I see what you mean. Resource recovery definitely pays well. I expect people will be fighting over who gets that commission.
And by doing the surveys, we'll have a foot in the door for when that comes around.
But if we've already worked with them before, then we'll be their first choice.
Yep.
We sure will. That's Faithin for ya, razor sharp brains. You gotta cast out a long line to catch a big fish. So, you interested in the commission now?
So, what about our payment?
Split it, 50-50. How about it? Pretty good, huh? I'll go confirm the place and time with the client, and then we can get straight to it.
Honestly, Nicole would probably try to bargain to like 75-25. So, cat and mouse misplaced. Complete the survey route with the guide. The client told me when and where to meet. I'll send the details to you later. There's still some time left before the client comes. Is there anything you want to talk about? What do you think about Nicole? Nicole? No wonder she's the leader of Cunninghams. She's determined, proactive, and even when confronted with a crisis, she remains cool and collected. Even with the debts piling up, she goes through life untroubled. Is that something you should be telling me? You ought to know pretty well already, Proxy, seeing as you're close with Nicole. Then I'll send you the time and place to meet. If you're ready, let's meet the client in the hollow. Oh, can we actually not ask the... Okay, we can ask the other ones. What do you think of Billy? I thought he was an idiot at first. And then... An idiot who's a fan of Starlight Knight and Monica. And... After knowing him for some time, I wonder whether he really is an idiot at times. He has this smell about him that doesn't belong to a real idiot, but I can't pinpoint what it is. Then I'll send you the time. Okay. And last but not least, Anby. To be honest, I found Anby to be the toughest nut to crack when I first came into contact with the Cunninghams. I don't know why, but her instincts are terrifyingly accurate. There are times I find myself struggling to keep up with her. But after spending some time with her, I found she's just a movie fanatic who lacks common sense in life most of the time. So there's no way a professional like me could lose to her. Okay. Also, her ear just twitches every so often. Turns out it was a misunderstanding.
A movie fanatic who doesn't know what end credits are.
Apparently, yeah. Guess we'll have to sort out the videotapes myself. At least we get to work on a commission. Nakamura's commission sounds like a good deal. Long line to catch a big fish. That means the commission is going to take a while to complete, but it might turn out to be a good deal in the end. I didn't expect Nicole to find an employee who earns a side income to support their boss. I'm green with envy. I'm glad the Cunning Hares have found themselves such a nice employee. At least we've got some commissions from them. Hopefully we catch a big fish this time. Alright, let's get started. Cat and mouse misplaced.
Did you call me? Yeah. I'll help.
Ready for complex move.
Okay.
Did you
I
call
feel
me?
like
Sophia. Good choice.
I feel like the voice actors for Nakamata may have done several Catgirl voice acting in the past.
Likely. Also, should we bring the Cunning Hares or should we bring the
Standing
biker gals?
Let's take a break.
Well, story-wise, it would be weird to bring the Cunning Hares with us here.
Good day.
Yeah.
Beat everyone.
Hold your horses, Lucy. Or hold your boars, at least until it's combat time.
Oh dear.
Alright.
Master, this time I am a limited edition version of Fairy. Fairy Cat, at your service.
Don't you get started either, Fairy.
Please follow the guide to the end of the route we're surveying inside the hollow. Fairy Cat suggests you find the guide first. Meow.
Your virtual assistant is getting on my nerves. That guy is our guide, right?
Alright.
Hi, you're Nekomata, right? Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Ollie, and I'm in charge of this operation.
Operation? This is just a field survey. Is it like a trend for companies to use fancy names?
I mean, this time at least I'm your client. Yes, client and guide. Speaking of which, our proxy isn't here yet.
We're both right here.
Miss Nekomata, please don't kid around. It's just you and me here. No others.
He doesn't seem to realize this bamboo right under his nose is a proxy.
Ollie, I'm the other one.
Ah! Oh, who's there?
Jumpy.
Yow! My ears! Sorry I wasn't clear before, Ollie. But please, keep Siren's hearing in mind. So, as you can see, this talking bamboo is our proxy.
Oh, is that so? My bad. Whew, well, that was embarrassing, letting you see that side of me. But I promise I'm still a reliable guy. Please, lean on me. Just as much as I'm leaning on this stalagmite right now. See, chatting and laughing so freely like this, while being so close to an ether crystal, whew, that's more than enough to demonstrate my aptitude for it.
Your funeral.
Did the crystal just move? Oh, don't tell me!
Oh, it's one of those inactive sleeping at the...
An ethereal!
Hey, calm down! I said it's just an inactive ethereal.
Well, it's certainly activating his fight and flight response. Specifically flight.
Oh no, looks like he's totally panicking.
Well, let's take care of the ethereal first and talk after. Let's get rid of these ethereals first.
This is going to be
Dear.
something. Okay. Cat up at trouble. Game got deselected somehow. Nope. Okay. Yeah, I find it especially funny that I ran into these two together outside of random play. Like, the game had noticed that I'd used them or something. Okay, all clear. Press on to the next area. Let's start with Lucy. Piper, not... How did I mix these two up? There. Alright, yeah, these things, they'll keep charging that thing and then toss it out. Without much of a warning, so that is a bit trickier to dodge. There we go. Ow. There we go. And that's done.
At last, we're safe. Miss Nekomata, I was blown away by your heroism just then.
I'm glad to hear it, but in the future, could you please not wander aimlessly around the battlefield so much? I don't want you to get hurt. When I read the notes for this job, I assumed you'd be a little more... composed. I didn't expect companies would have such different requirements for holo surveyors.
Diversity it's highly valued by the company. Fine. I'm really not the best at dealing with ethereals. But I've got a few tricks up my sleeve when it comes to recovering etheric resources.
Really? Then I guess I'll trust you. Well, since you mentioned etheric resource recovery, there's no sense hiding it. What we really want is to help support your resource recovery business in the future. So, if everything goes smoothly today, could you have a word with your boss and help us get in on the follow-up commission?
Oh, yeah, of course. No problem, just leave it up to me.
We're counting on you, Mia. Tell you the truth, I've been planning on switching careers recently. Working for a big fancy company like yours ought to pay better than hustling on internet for myself, right?
Sure does.
Can you tell us how much of a cut you take for recovering etheric resources like this?
Oh, yeah, my cut, it's...
How silly of me, Mia. You work for a company, so you must get a fixed salary plus bonuses. But I guess that's confidential.
Yes, I have to keep that a secret. That is very considerate of you, Miss Nekomata. I won't disclose exactly how much it is then.
Cool. Let's not talk about salaries right now then. Shall we get started with surveying the route?
Oh, okay. Just let me look up the exact details here.
Hey, Ethan. What do you think of this Ollie guy?
I was thinking, you get on so great with the cunning hairs. Why would you suddenly want to switch careers? But I get it. You said all that on purpose.
I feel like he's a little weird. He talked about working with this company, but his story's full of holes. It's obvious he's not familiar with them. What do you think, Proxy?
He seems like a fake. Maybe he's just a punk who got a tip-off and is trying to hustle some money from down in a hollow.
I thought so too. Working with you sure saves a lot of hassle. But I'm confused about why he's still forcing himself to come in here when he's obviously terrified. There must be something going on behind the scenes. Maybe there's a big score waiting to be revealed. In any case, let's finish up this commission with him, then find a way to figure out what's really going on.
Please stick together.
Mr. Ollie, about your company.
skipped a little bit there.
Wait a minute, what's that noise? Would you go check ahead?
Master, Ollie refuses to proceed due to an unusual acoustic occurrence. I suggest you go and investigate.
You discover a still functioning timed alert in the corner of an abandoned building. Only chronophorum? I'm not being oversensitive, it's just that sound always triggers my memories of emergency sirens. So Ollie often hears emergency sirens. That's sus. Really? What kind of emergencies do you mean? Ollie stutters and awkwardly responds. You see, we have some outdated equipment over there, and it's not rare to encounter issues like fires, electrical leaks, leaky toilets, and stuff. Right.
Oh, luckily, that's not an enemy. We should get out of here. Oh, over there!
Talking about work, Mr. Ollie, what do you...
What's that? Oh, there's something wobbling around. Straight ahead. Can you go check?
No hidden stuff.
There is an unknown object moving around in the ruins ahead. Ollie is scared stiff and unable to continue. Please head there and investigate.
I think Fairy is getting tired of him as well. Unexpected gains. You woke into the ruins only to discover a wrinkled, worn coat. If I show up in such a wrinkled uniform, I'll definitely be scolded. Your company has a uniform? A suit, I mean a suit. Hey, check this. What's in the pocket? A supermarket coupon. Let's give it to Nekomata. Having unexpectedly obtained a supermarket coupon, Nekomata decides to not press Ollie about the holes in his story for now.
Can't wait to go shopping after getting my pay.
There is some writing on the wall ahead. Ollie believes this may be a useful marker. Proceed forward to check it out.
Let's see, a blessing or not? Congratulations, you have arrived at where I've been. I wish you good luck in all your future endeavors. Let me bestow upon you a blessing. Then a recording of a song by a person who was way too confident in their singing voice starts playing. You call this a blessing? Oops, this song of blessing has attracted ethereals. I choose you, Nekomata the Amazing. Really? Pokemon reference here?
Also, the sus part? I gotta tell you this to be surprised you something. I will tell you something that may surprise you, Captain. Sus is older than that game, Among Us.
Okay. I guess it just helped popularize it more.
Yeah, it was probably a revival for people have been saying sus for a very long time. I even think 80s movies that had they used the term. It's basically just a... Yeah, I guess you could say Among Us basically just revived an old short for Suspicious.
Yeah. Nope. Missed me. Okay, now we've got our little friends following us along. Nope. There we go. Okay, on to the next area. No extra goodies around. Okay. There we go. Yeah, Piper is pretty good at dealing with groups, huh?
Well, they have a combat style for it.
Yep. Spin to freaking win. Yeah. Another one of these. There we go. Okay, they do have a bit more higher energy requirements than Ambi. Though Nicole's energy requirement for the EX special is the highest of the bunch so far. Here we go. Okay, but Lucy's support effects from the boars does stay around longer.
Too scary. We should get out of here. Oh, over there.
Make some more goodies.
Let me handle that locked door ahead. I forgot to bring the key card.
Seems like we can open the door with that button.
Can you... can you please go take a look?
Out to the sides. Okay. Back across, and... Oh, hello. Extra loot. Yeah, always a good idea to check every little corner.
The door's open. We should go this way now. Yeah. It should be safe around here. Oh, fire ethereals here all of a sudden! Take care of them, I'm begging you.
Okay, he was just everywhere for half a second there.
Okay, what is going on? Are those tails her actual tail?
Not entirely sure.
But
Like, there are some Sirens you can find who are... who seem to have only certain parts. Like, I've seen a few Sirens out in the streets who only seem to have a tail and no ears or such.
Yeah, and her tail looks... I'm sure if she put something on her tails or if the tails are cybernetic or something.
Yeah, the blue stuff.
Yeah, they do.
Go.
The entire tail doesn't even look fluffy. They kind of look like cables in a way.
Yeah.
Unless it's something she put on to protect them.
Could also be. I know of only two other long, well, technically three long-tailed Sirens, Ellen being one of them. And the others we haven't met yet. Go. Come on, give up. Piper posing for the camera.
The ethereals have all been taken care of.
Home stretch. Can I walk behind you too?
Just follow me.
Okay.
The surveyed route finishes right up there.
How can there be so many?
No, do we have much to
It
scratch?
is small, but I've got a weird feeling about this.
Ah, there! That's a big one!
Oh, is it really that scary? I'll get rid of them.
Okay, point of no return. I don't fully get what gives the other